Hey everyone, I just received this double-sided theatrical one sheet of Rise of Skywalker, the international version, because in the US we just didn't get the cool images this time around. Actually, I don't know that we've ever really gotten a good sequel trilogy poster from Disney, and this one they just knocked out of the park. So I'm kind of standing back here because, you know, with the landscape video that I'm doing here, so it doesn't look all weird on YouTube, I've got to step back. But just received it a couple days ago. Actually, I got the poster a couple weeks ago, and this Snapizo frame I got from Amazon. So I just hung it up and thought I'd do a little review here. It is awesome. Look at that. It's very, in my mind, it's very reminiscent of the original Star Wars 1977 Style B one sheet. Very familiar image. If you don't just know it by Style B, it looks a lot like this, at least the composition. You've got here where Rey is, you've got Luke Skywalker in his white farm boy outfit, and except instead of him holding a lightsaber, he's like, you know, pointing the gun at you. And over here, you've got like Han shooting, Leia's shooting over here, and then up here, kind of like where Kylo's helmet is, you've got Vader holding the lightsaber over there, and I think down like around here you've got Tarkin or something, and Obi-Wan and the droids. And look at that. Look at that. That is so old school. And the thing that just kills me, like in a good way, is that it's an actual painting. If I zoom in here, you can see brush strokes. See, this isn't just the fabric. You can see the, I'm looking at the video and trying to move my finger accordingly, and it's all weird. You can see here in Lando's cape, in Rey's pants, in Poe's arm, the sleeves, that's freaking brush strokes. Are you kidding me? And we haven't gotten that. In the sequel trilogy. I don't know that we've gotten it from Disney at all. And now I know there was the 1D23 Drew Struzan poster. It was an official Drew Struzan poster, and I'm telling you, I almost want to find Struzan's signature down here somewhere, because it really looks like him. In fact, if you see up here, it's even got this like inner window highlighting the characters, which was very much a thing that he started doing in the 90s, maybe for all of his posters. But the starting with the special editions, and yeah, it's the special editions, and the prequels, he had this little box that would kind of frame and highlight the characters, and they were sort of coming out of that little box, and that's what they're clearly doing here. Looks great. Now, when I say this is a painting, I'm sure it was still probably digital, because even quote-unquote painters today do their work digitally. So I'm guessing there isn't some original acrylic oil painting on canvas of this somewhere. I'm sure this probably was digital, but whatever artists use to make their digital versions, or their quote digital paintings, they clearly did here. We are not just looking at photoshopped garbage. Now, these are production stills for probably all of these. I don't know that I've seen that picture of Daisy Ridley specifically, but Poe and Finn, I feel like those are actual photograph images that I've seen before that the artist copied, and I'm cool with that. Again, going back to Drew Struzan, he did that all the time, and even as far back as like Temple of Doom, you know, there's kind of that one famous poster. I don't think it's the Style A. I do believe it's the Style B, but it's kind of got the most exposure, and it's the one where, you know, you've got Molaram over here on the side, kind of holding up the heart or whatever, and then the really big image of Indy's face sort of turning towards you. And that's a very famous production still of Harrison Ford on Temple of Doom, where he's just kind of making that expression, looking at the camera, and Struzan just copied it completely. So I'm cool with them doing that to get these lifelike likenesses. Really? You're on screen for 76 seconds. Yeah. I mean, would I have put these guys? And I guess maybe that if I had a criticism against this poster, it does kind of continue the sort of modern trend of, well, maybe Star Wars, maybe just posters in general, of being a little overly busy. I probably would have taken out like Hannah, like maybe Hux or Pride. I love General Pride though, so I do think it's cool that he's on the poster. You know, take off some of these side characters. I don't know. I mean, I guess when I zoom in and look at any one character, they're okay. But, you know, when you see the whole thing, yeah, there's just a lot of people on it. And like that original style B Star Wars poster that this sort of emulates, you know, certainly didn't have this many characters on it. But the Return of the Jedi poster, the one where you've got, you know, Luke with his lightsaber right here, and then Han pointing his gun, and then Slave Leia down here. You got a lot of stuff in that one. You had Vader and the Death Star, and then Jabba, I think, over here, and you guys know the poster. So they started adding a lot more characters as the films went on, but that's really my only nitpick. This thing is just beautiful, and sure, I wish that Han, Luke, and Leia were on it. I get why they're not, especially Han. But you know, you've got some cool legacy stuff. You've got Chewie and the Falcon with the, you know, the circular dish. You've got the blockade runner. I think they did say that was supposed to be Leia's original blockade runner. Lando, R2 and 3PO right there. And, you know, and then over here you got the classic Star Destroyer. I do chuckle now. I'm looking at this, it's like... are there male and female Star Destroyers? Because all of a sudden now I kind of can't unsee that possibility. And I'm like, oh, geez, even in the original trilogy, they had the, you know, the docking bay underneath, and now they've got the cannon. And so it's like, all right, Star Destroyers with junk now. And if that was their way, and how do they destroy them? You got to blow up the cannons underneath. So, if that's their little symbolism for taking down the patriarchy, okay, I'll let them have that, because that's freaking clever and funny. But yeah, it's still a badass design. And then the Sith ties, and then Kylo's tie interceptor, which, you know, I didn't even realize until, I don't know, I've seen the movie several times. That's not his tie from The Last Jedi. That one was much more rectangular with the cockpit, angular, and that's kind of the more circle classic tie interceptor. So that's cool. But yeah, highly recommend this poster. And what's nice, you know, with the people where this movie isn't like a runaway smash hit, the stuff isn't super expensive. I think I got this for like $60 online, shipped overseas. It was like $75 including shipping. And, you know, if you want anything Avengers, I mean, it's all 100 or more. So, you know, well, I guess one of the perks of not being the most beloved property right now, or at least series of films. But and again, for anybody, you know, just curious on the framing, this is a Snepizo. So you just, all of these, you kind of just, you can flip them up and open it and take the poster down. I've got the glare resistant film over the top, and you can just take it out and then put in a new poster and then close these again. And, you know, so will I have this as my default poster, you know, like here upstairs in my living room? You know, I don't know. I've got a 1978 circus style A New Hope original Star Wars. Of course, didn't have that label back then. That, you know, I'm really already sort of liking the idea of having up here. Downstairs, I've got, you know, more framed posters, all OT And so, but those are like actual in frames that I can't take out. So I do have a couple that are not in frames that I could just easily swap out here anytime I want. But yeah, this is a great frame. And you do have to be a little handy with the drill. It doesn't come with a wire or anything. If I were to open these, there's holes in here. And, you know, you just need a power drill. And you put in those plastic plugs in the wall to secure it. And then you screw the screws through the poster holes into the plugs. But yeah, that sucker's not going anywhere. That is fixed to the wall. Yeah, just really loving this poster, really loving the composition and the artwork and the fact that it's an actual painting here. So if you're a fan of the movie, of course, and if you want something to represent it on your wall and don't like the Hot Toys Palpatine or that other weird one where, you know, it's the American one sheet where Rey's right here and then you've got like two sabers going on either side of her neck, like she's about to be, you know, beheaded or something. And well, you know, if you hate Rey and want an image on your wall that makes you think of her being executed, then maybe that's the one to go with. But if you like the movie and you want a double-sided one sheet, legit like theater hung poster release that's a painting and very reminiscent of the original trilogy, this is the one. This is the one I recommend anyway. So yeah, just really loving it. I could see this staying up here for quite some time. All right, thanks for watching.